decided to cook something that I have not had in years. And if you're from the South, you'll understand. If you're not going to like this. So, I've got my cover over my heater. Yeah, I haven't been doing videos and doing much of anything lately. I've not been in a good state of mind. Had a lot of aggravations, frustrations, and mechanical issues. So, I use real butter. You can tell this has been in my ice chest, buried in the ice. I'm not sure of the pronunciation, but it's Plugra. Plugra? I don't know. But it's real butter. And it is so good. I mean, seriously, it is so good. It's this good. Yes, it's that good. I love this stuff. And no, I don't do that on a regular basis. All right, set that up there for a minute. You can get it in salted or unsalted. Just get salted. Yes, I'm using plastic utensils because I don't want to do dishes. I'm also using a paper plate. So then all I have to do is wash my pan. Hard to read it because it's so scratched up. It has been in my ice chest. It lasts me a long time because I don't really use butter a lot. Not a fan of grease. Let's melt this stuff. So, I grew up eating things that I'm sure most of y'all, if you've heard of it, would not even want it. Turn the fan on so we can blow the smell of this thing away. I used to eat this on a regular basis, either by itself or on a sandwich. Today it's going to be by itself. I don't want the bread. Beef bologna. It only has 4 pieces in it, so it's not a big deal. I have not had it in ages. I just, you know what? I'm going to cook the whole thing. I'm not struggling with this thing to get into it. I'm going to open it up like this. No, we're not. It still didn't open. How do you get into this thing? Okay, so I'm used to Oscar Mayer. They're easy to get into. But I didn't want a big pack. I got a small pack of beef bologna. Beef. I don't buy that multi-meat stuff. It's disgusting. Okay, I need my plate. Back down in there. Okay. So, I'm melting the butter. You gotta pull the little red rope thing off of it. Make sure you pull the red rope off of it. Red string, red rope, whatever the red is. It does not belong on there. Should have got a paper towel. Got a couple slits in it. Could have used the table, but got a couple slits in it. It'll help it stay flat. Or and get a paper towel. I've had a very busy few days. Saturday, I got a bolt in my tire. Totally insane. Had a terrible time trying to find someone to help. Had to go to the next county over to find someone because in this county, booked there, you have to have an appointment. I'm sorry, I didn't know I had to have an appointment to get a bolt stuck in my tire. So, but I found these wonderful people in the next town over to take care of my tire. You know what? Meat stays on here. I don't want to waste anything. It's not as easy as I remember it. No, that's not as easy as I remember it. I can use the plastic utensils because I'm not leaving it in the pan. How many of y'all have ever fried bologna? Bologna. Trash bag for my garbage. Save my grocery bags to use for trash bags. There. So I started having battery issues, or I thought it was the battery over the weekend. The light kept coming on. So I had that tested on Sunday morning. Turned out to be the alternator. So parked it. Got it towed to my mechanic. Couldn't drive it Monday morning. Towed it to my mechanic Monday morning. And he's so great. They were able to get it in first thing Monday morning and get it fixed for me before I even got off work. I had a coworker that gave me a ride. I was having a hard time walking. It's only a mile away. I was having a really hard time walking. I was in a lot of pain. She gave me a ride. And now we're back on the road. Had a little bit of a meltdown. I'm just so tired of keeping the smile on my face and making the best of things. All right. So there's really not that much grease on here. Hurt me anyways because it's just real butter. Browned up quite nicely. Stick the other two on there. It does look a lot better after it's been fried. I have a grapefruit in the food drawer here. I'll probably eat that later on because I'm still going to be hungry later. But really wanted this. I swear I think I lived on this when I was younger. Bologna sandwiches, fried bologna sandwiches. I remember times that I would take a piece of bologna, put mayonnaise across it, just roll up the piece of bologna and eat it like that. That was kind of two of my favorite things when I was younger. Well, I still love mayonnaise. little too much, as long as it's Duke's. That's the only good stuff. And I went to the grocery store to get some sliced cheese, something else, a couple other things that they had bacon on sale. I have not bought bacon in over a year. Probably, yeah, over a year. And then when I bought it, I was actually cat sitting for my son and daughter-in-law, which I'm not doing that anymore. That's a story and a half because of her. Yeah, I broke down and got a pack of bacon today. Just a 12-ounce pack, so it'll all be cooked at one time. Yeah, when you slit it a little bit, it keeps it flat so it'll fry up better. Oh, hot. Still hot. That's good stuff. That is really good. I guess I'll be cooking for a few days. I was at my grocery store where I work 16 years today. I have been at the grocery store where I'm at. And I've been the DSD, which is a scan coordinator. I hang the price tags and the signs. Make sure everything rings up properly at the registers. Come next month, I'll be doing that for the last 10 years. I enjoy what I do. It does get super frustrating sometimes, especially now that they've got a new system. Ugh, the new system has been terrible. Before I left work, well, actually this morning, I got it this morning and I paid for it before I left work. You know, all grocery stores do markdowns on their meats and produce and stuff when it gets 2 or 3 days before the date. So, I got me a nice ribeye. So, I've got fried bologna tonight. I'm going to have a ribeye one night, and I've got a pack of bacon to cook. So, yeah, that's as far out as I've went with food. I don't normally buy this much at a time. All right, pop that up. Nice and brown, sunshiny. There, now you can see it. Just shake some of the buttery grease off. And to me right now, since I have not had this in so long, this is more like a treat to me. Which reminds me, I have a can of treat meat, treat luncheon meat. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like Spam, but better. I'll slice that up and fry it and put that on sandwiches or on biscuits. Ah, who needs a fork? Check this out. Tell you what, I forgot how good that is. I might have to do this again before long. Y'all really should try it. It's really good. And sorry for the chewing noises if you can hear that. That here. All right. Really need to try it. Don't knock it till you try it. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I love my van. I really do. Oh, I get so aggravated sometimes though. Because every time I think I can put some money in savings, something happens. So that's what happened this week. There was 5 weeks in last month, and I was able to. I can live off the 4 weeks and put that fifth week in savings. Well, when I do that, it seems like every time I do that, something happens. So that money came back out. I love the comfort and the space that I have in this van. It is cozy. It is my little cozy cabin on wheels. Build no build. Um, I don't need all the wooden stuff and have the fancy stuff. There's some aspects of it that I would like. I would like to have a better countertop, to have a better cooking area. I would like to figure out how to have a diesel heater instead of the propane heater. Because at least with a diesel heater, I know that can have its little own space underneath the bed, and then it'll warm up the van. I don't know how to install all that, and I really don't think I'd be able to by myself. I don't have the power for it. I still need solar panels, and I have my 1,000-watt Jackery, and I actually have a 500-watt Jackery in my storage. But what I would like to do, and every time I think I'm going to be able to do something, something happens. So I've been stuck. And I've been trying this the last few years. But I want solar panels on the roof. I want a better power system where I can have a cooler instead of the ice chest and do something like a diesel heater where I can have my table space year round. But at the same time, now I would like to have all that, not just in this van, but in another van. I have thought a lot about downsizing into family van. It would be less costly for maintenance. At the same time, it's so much less space. But in my mind, I've worked out the build no build side of it, how to work everything into it. But it would be less space. But B, less fuel expense, supposedly. Maintenance wouldn't be so much. Honestly, my insurance isn't bad. Um, Considering this is a 2005. I only have basic insurance. So it's really not bad. I pay every 6 months in full. Um, it's just figuring out how to get something else. I know I'm going to have something else. because I know this thing's not going to last much longer. The amount of money that I have put into it should last me till I die in my 80s. I've put a lot of money into this van since I bought it. And I moved into it September 28th, 2018. Living in a van has its pros and cons. Yes, I love the comfort and the coziness. And I can go wherever I want to, whenever I want to, when it's running right. I haven't gotten to do the things that I wanted to do, that I thought I was going to be able to do, that I really, really did want to do, being in the van. I wanted to take more weekend trips since I've moved into it. I wanted to get out of debt. And that is obviously a impossibility unless you're making big, big bucks, which I am not. I'm a single income, taking care of me, myself, and I. And that is truly not sufficient. That's why I live in a van. I know I'm talking while I'm eating, but y'all, this is so good. A little bit of mayonnaise on it would be good too. So, yeah, the pros and cons to living in a van. You only think that you're going to be able to do the things that you want to do and have a desire to do and plan to do, but you still are in a survival mode. When it comes time for me to retire, I'm still going to be working because I'm not going to be able to afford life on Social Security. And honestly, oh yes, somebody out there is going to say, well, where's your 401? My 401 was lost in the crash of 2008. I was going to roll it over into something else for retirement. Now I'd started the process, found out how much I had, looking to roll it over. Before I could get it rolled over somewhere else, I got a letter saying that it was lost, that I had nothing left. 2008. I have lost, I have been on the losing end of everything for so many years in my life. I never started another one because I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of restarting. Yeah, I've been married 3 times, and every single time I had to replace things that they took from me and start over again. And I've always been on the losing end. So I never started another one. So I have to rely on Social Security. So I'm not going to be able to retire probably when I'm 65, 66-ish, somewhere around in there. I'm 61 right now, soon to be 62 in a few months. Wow. Yeah. Can't believe it. So I will be working at least part-time after I retire. Hopefully not in a position that is as stressful as what I'm in. It's stressful, but I enjoy what I do, and I'm darn good at it. So, there's that. And I care about what I do. And that's why I'm so darn good at my job. If I can find a drink. I have a box under the bed that has water and sodas in it. Aha! A soda. It's going to be a little bit warm. When it's cold weather, I can get a drink out from underneath the bed and it'll be like it's been in the cooler or something. It's kind of nice. This is caffeine free. It's not a zero though. I really prefer zero, but I picked up the wrong thing. So I'm tolerating those until I can get something else. Yeah. They're alright. It's Pepsi caffeine free. It's just not a favorite. So my smile got worn off because I got tired of smiling and pretending everything's hunky dory. Because I'm tired. I need a break. I have had a pretty good place to park lately. I'm not going to tell you where. Had a pretty good place to park lately. And I'm not bothered. Even when this thing cools off, it's still good. Sorry for the chewing sounds if you hear that. Got my little microphone on. So, sorry if you hear me chewing and swallowing. Trying to be quiet. I feel I have a good setup in this fan. I have been kind of halfway looking at other vehicles, trying to figure out what I can do, which is absolutely nothing right now. I can do absolutely nothing right now. If something happened to this vehicle anytime soon, I would be so screwed. Yeah. Yeah. For me, I've been in here since 2018. I've done a lot of changes in here over the time. But I love my little cozy cabin. You know what? I have a bottle of water up front. That's going to taste better than this. I don't think I can deal with this. Not what I want at all. So I'm going to put you on pause. I'll be right back. Good thing I put you on pause because I nearly knocked you over. All right. Put that in the cooler after a while. Maybe it'll taste better. No, it doesn't. Doesn't appeal to me. I haven't been eating much the last few days because nothing has appealed to me very well. This was good. So, yeah, I wiped my mouth off and used this, but I'm just wiping the grease out. What I use to clean it. I think I've showed you this before. I'm about out in this bottle, but I have another bottle on standby. Cleans and sanitizes all at the same time. Yeah, I did this on video the other day. I remember because I have scratches on my pan. And I know that it's from cooking meat and taking my knife and cutting it to see if it's done down the middle. But it's not too bad right now. It's not affecting the use of the pan. It's not that bad. It'll still be good for a long time to come. I do like that pan. And I'm really particular about my pans. I don't have much, but I'm real particular about it. If you are interested in living in a vehicle, a van, a car, or whatever, just know it's not always sunshine and roses. It's going to suck sometimes. And if you're like me and it's just you and yourself, and your level of income is not that high, you're going to have days that truly, truly suck. Especially when there's mechanical days. What am I going to do? I don't know. I don't. But right now, I feel like I need to have the attitude of, I don't care. I can't stress over it. I don't want my blood pressure going back up. I need to have the peace in my life. I am off my blood pressure meds. I have managed that for the last month. Natural products. So I'm off that. My family doctor doesn't know that I have fired her yet, but I'm not going back. I'm tired of that. That makes my blood pressure go up. I don't like having to deal with the arguments every time I go in about, well, you need to take this fax, you need to take this fax, you need to take this fax. I said, no, I don't. I do not need anything that you're going to jab into my arm. You can keep it. I have a God-given immune system. If I get sick, I'll get over it, and it helps build your immunity. We all need to learn to take care of ourselves, because there's a lot out there that they push that is really not healthy for us. That left speckles as it dried. It left speckles on here. I think that those wipes might be trying to eat the paint off my cooker. Oh my goodness. That's okay, but I just noticed there's speckles on here and they're dry. It feels kind of strange. Oh well. It is what it is. That's the kind of attitude that I've got to have right now. It is what it is. and I've got to figure out some things. I don't know how I'm going to do things, but in the meantime, I'll be here. I'm going to cook for the next few days. Yes, I am more carnivore than anything. I like an occasional plate of vegetables, occasionally, or an occasional side of vegetables, but I just don't eat a lot at a time. So if I eat anything else this evening, it'll probably be almonds or half of my grapefruit. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I didn't think that this video was going to be this long, really. I haven't just sat and chatted in a while. I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. This being Tuesday, tomorrow's hump day. So I've got 3 more work days to go till I'm off the weekend. And I do not know what I'm going to do on the weekend yet. But I will be cooking something tomorrow. Either bacon or my steak that I got marked down. Oh. I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. I know I didn't get to do what I wanted to this last weekend because of the tire and the battery. I am so glad, though, that that happened while I was here and not where I had planned to be, because that would have been a bad, bad thing. Yeah, that would have been bad. To be an hour and a half away and your vehicle just decides it's not going to work anymore. So, I think I need to get some kind of roadside assistance, though. Is it AAA? Is that roadside something? I can't remember. Honest to God, I haven't checked into it in so long. When I first got the van, I checked into it, but I don't remember. I dealt with Camping World for a while for roadside assistance when I was having to go there to use their dump station. But I don't have to do that anymore with the new potty that I've got, the compostable potty. So I'll probably need to look into a roadside assistance thing, see how much that is. You never know. But, all right, I am going to let you guys go. I appreciate y'all watching me fry up some beef bologna and eating that in front of you. You guys got to try it. But y'all have a great rest of the week. If you liked anything about this video, if you didn't like anything about this video and made it this far, you might as well just hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, just do it. Help this old lady out. I would like to grow the channel. And I think if it would start growing, I would have more motivation to do more. Yeah. Help this old lady out. All right. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Ta-ta.